Back here at Excite Ballpark, Daniel Barrera with you. Bottom of the first inning, no score between San Jose State and UNLV. Let's get you the Spartan batting order. Robert Hamchuk leads off. He is in left field. James Shimashita bats second. He's in right field. Charles McAdoo hits third. He's the second baseman. Dalton Bowling bats fourth. He is the third baseman. Hitting fifth, it's Omar Gastelum. He's catching. Jack Collette bats sixth. He's in center field. Hunter Dureau bats seventh. He's at first base. Brady Hill is the designated hitter, and he hits eighth. And Theo Hardy bats ninth and is the shortstop. He rounds out the Spartan lineup as the first pitch to Hamchuk is low for ball one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike to Robert Hamchuk. Josh Ibarra is the right-hander on the bump for UNLV. Ibarra from Chino, California. He's a transfer from UC Irvine and a senior. The 1-1. Swung on and hit well. Out to right field, down the right field line. That is a foul ball. Boy, by maybe half an inch. So it is a very eventful second strike. 1-2 now to Robert Hamchuk. Josh Ibarra enters this contest with a 1.98 ERA. He has been good this season. 3-0 on the year. This is his 6th start and his 6th appearance. He's thrown 27 1/3 innings, allowed 25 hits, only 8 runs. Only 6 of them have been earned. He's walked 10, struck out 28, and opponents are hitting .245 against Ibarra. He does kind of have an awkward setup when he pitches, as the 1-2 pitch is down in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Defensively behind Ibarra, Ziegler is at first, Williams is at second, Murphy is at short, Alarcon is at third, Krizik is in left, Charles in center, and Walls is in right. Bigani is in the squat catching. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded to the shortstop, Murphy. He's got it. Throws across diamond, but it's wide of the first base bag. It forces Ziegler off the bag, and safe at first is Hamchuk. So that will likely be a throwing error on the shortstop, Murphy, in E6. It was low and it was wide to the right of the first base bag. And the Spartans have the leadoff man on with James Shimashita now up at the plate. Shimashita batting from the left side. Here's the first pitch. And that's a one-hop seed to Murphy at short. He flips to second, but dropping the ball at second base is Williams, the second baseman who was covering. Everybody's safe. 2 consecutive bats with errors. So Shimashita reaches first. Over to second is Hamchuk. That will likely be scored in E4. And a... Well, Hamchuk, his first time up, he did have a base knock as a 2-0 pitch. Outside again. 3 balls and no strikes. A base hit here would continue the inning. Hamchuk, entering the game today, did have 10 RBIs driven in. The 3-0 off the plate. Ball 4. All relatively easy takes for Hamchuk. So instead of a base hit, he gets a walk. The same result, he's at first base. It's the Spartans. How long can he go in this game? The 2-1. Swung on and missed on a fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ibarra has settled in somewhat. But that pitch count has to be getting up there. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and fouled out of play off to the right. It remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seven to 5, UNLV leads San Jose State. Here's the 2-2. That's grounded to the third baseman, Alarcon. It's off his glove into left field. And Hamchuk is aboard. Let's see if they rule that as a base hit. It was sharply hit. We'll see what the official scoring is on it, but Hamchuk is at first. I suspect it will be a single, and that is indeed what it's ruled. So a single for Hamchuk, and now James Shimashita comes up to the plate. Williams almost had that ground ball eat him up there, but able to stay in front of it and made a very tough play. And now we're back to the top of the order for San Jose State. Robert Hamchuk up at the plate. The first pitch to Hamchuk is a strike at the knees, 0-1. Hamchuk is 3 for 3 today. 3 singles. The 0-1. Popped up foul to the right side, out of the ballpark. No balls and 2 strikes to Hamchuk. Not only is Robert Hamchuk 3 for 3, he has scored half of the San Jose State runs. Every single inning he's come to the plate, he's eventually scored. The 0-2 pitch, fouled straight back to the screen. There remains no balls and 2 strikes. 14 runs for UNLV on 11 hits and 2 errors. Here's the 0-2. That ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hamchuk. For San Jose State, 6 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. Here's the 1-2. And Hamchuk hits the ball well. Out to center field. That ball is off the wall. Hamchuk into second base with a stand-up double. Looks like it went off possibly the base of the wall. It was hit well, and Hamchuk is having himself quite the night. 4 for 4 now for the San Jose State left fielder. 3 singles and 1 double. And now James Shimashita comes up to the plate. Robert Hamchuk entering this game was hitting .311. He has raised his average now to .333. Outstanding at bats from the Spartan leadoff man, as now Shimashita's up at the plate and he looks at a first pitch ball. (14-8), UNLV leads San Jose State. Here's the 0-2 pitch. High. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Hamchuk. Here's the 1-2. And that ball laced into right field. It's a base hit. Trying to play it on one hop is Walls. It gets past him. And San Jose State will wave home Theo Hardy, who scores. The Spartans pick up another run. Hardy ran into the home plate umpire there, Anthony Prater. Hugs him, puts a pat on his back to make sure he's all right. Everyone's okay. The Spartans pick up 1 more run.
Right fielder number 20, James.
And it's an RBI single for Robert Hamchuk. And meanwhile, Walls out there in right field having all sorts of trouble while playing right field. And now James Shimashita is up at the plate. Campbell is now playing center field for the Rebels. And the first pitch to Hamchuk out of the zone for ball 1. 1-0 to Hamchuk. And the 1-0 pitch in their first strike, 1-1. Another defensive change for UNLV, Austin Pfeiffer. As the 1-1 pitch grounded softly to the shortstop position. Andrade, a low throw over to first. And aboard at first is Hamchuk. The ball got away. Actually, there was no defensive change at first. Zeisler is still out there at first.
Right fielder number 20, James.
Throwing error there by Andrade at short puts Hamchuk on. Now James Shimashita up at the plate. Robert Hamchuk has